What's going on, everybody? So, when I did my electronic throttle, I thought I was doing good whenever I did it, but so I had two pedals in my hand when I was walking out, and one of them was the one I walked out with, and one of them was the one that actually came with the module and everything like that. Now, I saw the shiny new one and was like, oh, I gotta have the shiny new one, which is this one right here. This is the plastic one off of a '09 Cadillac Escalade. I thought, okay, you know, new hotness, gotta work. Nope, didn't work. So what I had to go get was this metal one here. So this one had come out of an '03, same year, same everything that the computer came out of. So this should work, hopefully. I've already rewired the end here. Like I said, the module and the throttle body and everything all came from that vehicle. So it's just a matter of putting this in. Now that can be challenging. Let me show you. So as you can see, these are the pedals. So that one right there, you know, it sits nice and low. It actually worked fantastic. I did have to shim it out just a touch. But it still worked great. I didn't have any issues with it. This one, she's a big girl. I have thought about cutting and welding, maybe like cutting off and taking a section out, bringing it in. That could help some. But to be honest with you, I'm going to try and see how it fits the way it is. It might work great. So, then again, this, which is what I expect to be sticking out too far, this might be sticking out too far, like I just said. So I am going to go ahead and test fit this. I got to drill out the holes because it actually looks like I can reuse the holes that were for this right here possibly. Because hold on, let me see about that. Not even close. Not even close. Yeah. Okay. So they do not match up. So what I'll probably end up having to do, which I should have figured that was going to be the case. So I'll probably mount one of them temporarily and then try and figure out, like, I'll probably go for the one that's the hardest to get to and then worry about this one down here. We'll see how it goes though. Okay. Well, I got her mounted. So let's see. Let me get you. So that's basically the pedal output. So it's right there and right there. It works. It was a little closer over this way, but I was able to like move it over just enough. And so, because I kept, when I'd go to brake, I kept hitting it because it was like right about the edge of right here was right there at the edge of my foot, and so it was like really close. But this seems to be working. So, all right, let's see if she works. Alright, I'll go to full throttle. Is that full throttle? I have no clue. I have no idea what that was, but I believe I heard it. I heard it a few times moving. So, okay, so it sounds like it moves. It made more noises than with the other pedal. So, and I guess y'all saw it. I'll see it in editing. At this point, I don't know. I could look at the footage, but anyways, I can't crank it right now. It is 9 o'clock at night, and yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow. So, but it's sounding like it's gonna work out, and so let's cut to tomorrow. So it's the next day, and I'm sorry to say this, but I actually did try and start Earl already and check the throttle because I wanted to make sure everything was working right. And when I did that, I actually found that cylinder 6, the header tube, was not getting hot. I mean, the other ones were hot. All the other 7 were hot, except for that one. So what I did was I pulled the spark plug off, checked for spark, had spark. So that meant checked the injector, pulled the injector. It looked pretty dirty. So I went ahead and, replaced I had an extra injector sitting around. So I put that injector in, but it was too late to fire it, so let's fire it up now and see how it's doing. Also, I also got me a screened mass airflow sensor because I was having some issues with it going lean possibly. I'm not 100% sure if it's my wideband has messed up or what. I mean, I've only used it like once, so it'd be weird that it's messed up, but it did, the wires did get melted. So it's possible that messed up the whole, you know, sensor. Yeah, so it's possible it messed up that sensor right there, or well, at least the gauge. I'm not 100% sure. It starts off right, but then it just pegs out all the way. And I know it's not that lean. Why is it? Those injectors were sticking pretty bad. But it sounds a little bit better. I'm a little afraid to hit the gas. I'm gonna let it idle for a little bit, I think. Has to be expected from the exhaust, you know, burning off all of its stuff. I'm not worried about that. But question I have though is are all the cylinders hot? So, let's see. $491, $490, $389. That one's $281. $392. 376, 401, 397. So, I mean, they are all hot now, but like, why is that 412? That one's okay. 402. Let's try this again. $356. 211. That one in the back is 211. But the closer I get, this thing is garbage. This little thing right here is garbage. It's not very accurate or something, because I mean it is like wildly off. But that cylinder in the back, number 7, doesn't seem to be as hot as all the rest of them. All the rest of them are, you know, even after sitting here for a few minutes. You know, that one's at 269, 259 now. 263, 307, 292. So I mean, I guess they're firing and they're working. But man, what is that? It has a weird noise. I'm hoping I didn't mess up anything inside the engine. But really the only thing to do is to fire her back up and, you know, get the laptop on her, see what we got going on. Okay, so got the laptop here, as you can see. Beautiful laptop. What we're gonna do is go ahead and start it up. It is already set to well, actually no, it's not. Let me hit record, and we'll set this over here so that you can see it a little better, maybe. Yeah. So as you can see, there we go. She had a couple errors there. She had a cam sensor low and high. Camshaft position sensor low and high. So that's interesting. But let's go ahead and fire up again. See, watch this. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Recording for some reason. So I've noticed that my spark gets a little crazy here. Everything else seems to stay steady. And she doesn't sound bad. She's got a 118 for an engine temp. I don't hear any knocks. My short-term fuel trim is right now it fluctuates. It's going up a little bit right now. That's bank 2. Bank 2 is higher than bank 1, so that means, hold on. So something is wrong with bank 2 right now. So we got to figure out what's going on there. Bank 2 has a 30% increase in short term, whereas bank 1 only had like a 5%. So something's not right. Well, appears I have something going on with that cylinder back there. It's still like, yeah, so apparently that cylinder back there, which would be number 7, is actually having issues. You remember I had the clog, or well, I told you about it, the clogged one on 6. So now we're going to go over here to 7 and take a look at it, because when we were looking at the HP tuners, my short-term fuel trims on bank 1 were really low, and on bank 2 they were really high. So it's kind of weird, and that exhaust pipe was at like 192, whereas the other ones were at 362 ish. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pop all those injectors off again. Well, we're not taking, you know what, we are taking every last one of these injectors off, and we're gonna go ahead and double check, make sure there's nothing in any of them. There wasn't supposed to be anything in them. They came off of the 5.3, which they could have had something in them when they were in the 5.3. So enough talking about it. Let's just jump into our dang fuel. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's do it. Okay, so now that all that's taken care of, now let's see if we're actually going to be able to, yeah, if the fuel trims are as crazy as they were last time. You want to go inside, B? Come on. Let's go inside. Come on. Go ahead. He does not like the sound of that. All right. Oh. I should probably prime the fuel system. Alright, they're going up again still. Yeah, they're steadily, both of them are pretty even now though. She is shaking a bit though. 99%. So I'll have to look into that, because I mean they were getting up into like the 40% and whatnot like that. So I wonder if there's other issues that I'm having. Obviously it seems like that could be a possibility. While we're still connected, partially, let's just see what kind of codes we threw. Probably a camshaft position and torque delivered. Now that one I'm gonna get rid of, but I mean these two right here, I cannot figure out what the heck's going on with those two right there. Because I have a brand new camshaft position sensor, but it's not OEM. It was aftermarket. I think that one was camshaft. So we'll have to look. I'll have to look into that if it's, because I didn't have any trouble with the 5.3s, and I think it's the exact same one. So let's clear them and exit. So Alright, so I found the issue. You see all that stuff right there? That came out of here. All of that came out of here. So you know what that means? That means we have got to pull all that fuel system out. We need to see, is this coming from the tank? Because if this is coming from the tank, then that means it is fuel cell time. That means that the inside of that tank is falling apart, and that means we can't use it. Yeah. Which way did it come out? But let's go over to the table and we'll pull this apart and see what it looks like on the side. Okay, so like I said, let's go ahead and pop this apart. See what we got in here. I'm assuming it's gonna be some nasty stuff. Ooh. You hear the old coming out of my fingers? Holy crap. If you are a viewer that has been watching for a little bit, then you know that this here filter is an eBay filter that is a leftover. So I'm probably going to be replacing it here very shortly. It seems like. Here we go. So, oh, it comes loose this side. That's why. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at all that. Y'all seeing that up in there? That all came from the fuel tank. So you know what that means. Yep. That means Earl needs a fuel tank. That means we're going to be doing a little bit of something different. We're going to have to mount a fuel cell in the bed and get rid of the fuel tank, because yeah, it apparently is just full of stuff here. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look up inside there. Here, let me get my light on it so you can see. Look at, oh, you can't see it, but oh my god, here. Well, alright then. I mean, look, it's a fuel tank from 1991. So, I mean, I can't really, I can't get mad at it. It's lasted quite a long time. What? Over 30 years actually now. So yeah, it looks like we're going fuel cell. Alright then, well, I guess that's the end of this video, because can't really go any further than that. Then I gotta pull all these injectors out and clean them, and yay! That means also probably the fuel pump sock in there is probably, the fuel pump might even need to be replaced. If all of that is up to here. Yep. See you guys when we install the fuel cell. Later.